Well, it's 8 o'clock. Do you know where your kids are at?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got a few people here in the chat room. Let's see. I know I'm probably going to miss somebody, but let me kind of go through them here. B&Q Outdoors, built on a rock homestead, farming our backyard, geeky gardens, God's third acre, half acre dreams, homestead humor, J&A, Golden Pyrenees, Mari's vegetable garden, Mima's hippobilly homestead, Michigan Mike, Pam Kimball, reap what you sow. Hey, Smudge is here. Southern Ballahome, the Pryor Homestead, the Tinkerer's Wife, Yang Homestead, and if I missed you, I am sorry. Maybe Major Impact Farm, did I say that one?
Geeky Gardens.
Geeky
Homestead
Gardens.
Humor,
Homestead
Pryor
Humor.
Homestead, B&O Outdoors.
Sakima's Ridge. I think they're still coming in.
No, they've been here.
Well, I guess I missed them.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway.
Pine Knot Family Farm. They raised their hand.
Well,
And Carrie, my kids are out in the goat paddock. Yeah, Carrie, I guess your kids would be. Mima, I wonder why he's wearing orange today.
well, actually, I'm wearing orange because it goes with the lettering.
Maybe you should do that in October.
I'm color coordinated.
Color coordinated?
Sure. So, anyway. First topic to talk about tonight. They happen to be in the room.
I was going to say, is she here? Yes, she is.
Yes, she is. Pine Knot Family Farm.
Oh, I was thinking of... Okay, go ahead. That's not who I was thinking of.
That's not who you're thinking of?
Reap what you sow. That's what I thought you were going to do.
We'll do her in a little bit.
Okay.
But this one's a little bit confusing.
Logo?
What's that?
Do we have a new logo?
I don't.
I'm going to go look. What did you do while I wasn't in here?
I don't know that I did anything.
Nope, same old boring logo.
Yeah, I don't know what's
So farming our backyard, I'm confused. Hey, Jim Beer.
Well, I think it was a week or so ago that you turned Smudge sideways.
Well, oh, you mean our
Avatar?
Avatar. Yeah, do you mean the avatar, the picture of the dog? Oh, the side view of Smudge. Okay, yes. Yes, that's a new picture of him. That's right after he was all cleaned up at PetSmart. No, that's fine. Thank you.
So anyway, the first thing we want to talk about tonight is something brought up by Pine Knot Family Farm.
Say that fast 3 times.
I can't. I'm not even going to try.
Say it once.
I'm not even going to try. But she wrote and said, help. My videos they have these borders around them. I don't know what's going on, but they don't all do that. And so I went and looked, and obviously new channel, just getting started. And those of you that are in here, you might want to go check them out, help them along here a little bit. She's taking videos with her phone, and I inquired what kind of phone she had, and she has one of these iPhones that actually has 2 cameras in it. Well, probably has 3 because it has 2 cameras facing the front, back. However you turn around. But I mean, in looking at the videos, it was obvious to me, number one, that the resolution is not correct. Just wasn't there, wasn't right. But not all of them. For example, if you look at the egg challenge here, you can see it is full-size video. But let's take a look at one of these other ones. like the one they just uploaded today. We're going to open that one up. And the first thing I want you to note...
Those are some big horns. That's the first thing I want you to note.
Yeah. Let me play it a little bit more here. Is they have a picture that's pretty much one by one. When the video starts, it has the black borders and nothing down the side. Now, one would think that they're holding their phone in a portrait position. I don't believe that to be the case. And well, I ran across a couple of other interesting things while I was looking at this some more today here. I sent her a link thinking that there's a setting on the phone where she could adjust the video on her phone from a roughly a 4:3 resolution to a 16:9, which 16:9 is what fills up the entire screen here. This looked to be a 4:3 resolution, but I didn't actually measure it. It's actually a 1:1. It's a square. So, didn't quite know what to make of that. So here's what I did. I took the video, and I think it was this one. I took that video, and I downloaded it. Let me, and those of you that have always asked, okay. I use 4K Video Downloader. It's a free program. Planning a Sunflower Circle Experiment is the name of the video. I downloaded that. But when I looked, when you use this program, it gives you a choice of different videos to download. Well, you pick the video, but it gives you a choice of resolutions. So maybe just to better show you, I know we already have it here, but let me copy the URL. So what this program does is it goes out to YouTube and it says, I want this video, I want it in all available formats that you have it. So what we're looking at here is YouTube has this video available for download in a 1080p at 60 frames per second. A 1080p, more than likely at 30, they don't designate that. A 720p at 60 frames per second, and a 720p at 30, 480p, 360, 240. Well, we're going to talk about frames per second here in a little bit.
Pine Knot, is that the only choice you have, is 720p?
Oh, she.
I didn't mean to stop you, but...
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
Well, actually, this video was uploaded to YouTube in a 1080p 60 frames per second. So my first question to Pine Knot is, okay, how are you creating your videos? It's obvious to me that there's some sort of editing going on here. Anyway, I wanted to point this out. So I downloaded the 60 frames per second. That's what I did. See, I did it right here. But that still doesn't answer what's going on here. When I go back to the beginning of the video, I see a full square picture here. That's...
They said 1080 or 4K.
Okay.
Pretty right.
But it's also at 60 frames per second. So in looking at this, at the very beginning, where there's obviously something edited, there's a still picture in here. And as we play it, the Pine Knot Family Farm comes across the screen. So some sort of editing program was used. I have no idea what. I don't know if it's on your phone, but something inserted this picture at the beginning of your video. If we go back and look at your other videos here, the 3 videos that do not have this issue are the Egg Challenge, the Memphis Zoo Field Trip, and the Fence Around Azure Order Turkeys. So when you open one of those up, you can see it's instantly full screen. There's no, there's some editing here. So somewhere there was some editing, but there's no square picture.
You use Viva Video.
Viva Video. Okay, is that a program that you downloaded? If so, all right, well.
Grampy Campy's asking, was that 4K video downloader?
That was 4K video
Yeah.
downloader.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the program that I use most of the time.
Yeah, it's an app. Okay.
Okay, so it's an app for your phone. Here is what I think is going on. The pictures that you're using have, I'm going to say a 1:1 format or 4:3 resolution. They're not the 16:9 resolution, your typical rectangle that you see full screen here. And so by putting those in the beginning of this editing program that you're using, this has set your entire editor to that format because it's trying to show that complete picture, and adjusting your video to fit that. And here's why I say that. Let me just, what I have up here now, this is, which program is this? Power Director. So in Power Director here, I inserted your video, and as soon as I drop it into the line here, I get a warning message. It says an aspect ratio conflict. The aspect ratio of the clip you are dragging into the workspace is 1:1. Your project setting is 6:9. It's highly recommended that you change your project aspect ratio setting to 4:3, which is your old style television. Do you want to change it now? I'm going to say no, because I don't want a 4:3. So I instantly see here that I have a picture that is this resolution filling up the entire screen. And as I roll through your video, I see your video looks to be in exactly the right size resolution, or the right dimensions, only smaller. It's shrunk. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust this video. So we'll go to Tools and Power Tools, and we'll go Crop, Zoom, Pan. I have to get further. Now, let me do it a different way. Just to show very quickly here.
Grampy Campy's asking if 4K video downloaders for iPhone also.
Well, I can't answer that. I don't know. I don't know what program. I don't work on the phone. We take videos with our phone, and I get that video off the phone as quick as I can. That's how I handle that.
I'm glad you liked it, Lance. We enjoyed having you on.
Get these two down out of the way here. And we'll come in here, and now I want to take this video, and let's just see what happens if we crop it. It certainly looks like it's correct. So I'm just going to say, okay. And I now have a full screen
Family Farms. We're down here today in the garden
video
area.
clip.
Tasha's wanting to plant some sunflowers. So in a little design that she's found that she really likes. So we're
on
gonna,
Pinterest.
Yeah.
It's a circle, like a circle, and then they grow.
So now, if I'd want to, I could take this beginning, I could put it back in. I'm going to take the end. Make it a little bigger here so I can grab it. Now, keep in mind, I didn't spend a lot of time as far as cutting that out and making it perfect.
Hey everybody, this is Levi
And Tasha.
with Tie Knot Family Farms. We're down here today in the garden area. Tasha's wanting to plant some sunflowers. So in a little design.
Okay, so what this is telling me is that your camera, you're holding it correctly, it's taking the correct format, and your editing program is goofing you up somewhere along the line. So either do not put square pictures in front of your video like this. Take this picture and resize it in a photo editor so that it has a 16:9 ratio, so it fills the screen properly, and I would bet you won't have any problems. So that's how I'm going to recommend it that you do with your particular situation. Your editing program is actually taking your video and shrinking it down to match your front screen. So I've not been able to watch the chat here. Has she said anything? Or
No, I'm sure they're listening.
okay. But as you can see right here, your video is fine. But your editing program has taken it and shrunken it down.
Thank you so very much, Daryl. Very much appreciated.
All right. Now, with what you have up, let me just go back into here. If you wanted to, and I'm just going to be kind of blunt and realistic here. You don't have a ton of views on anything. You're just getting started. If you wanted to take these videos, pull them and correct them, re-upload them, there's nothing wrong with doing that. That's totally up to you if you would want to do that. But there's no way to come in here and change those videos. Things you can do once your video is uploaded is you can change the thumbnail, you can change the title, you can change the description. And of course the description is what you're going to find right here. This is in the show more area. So you can change anything in here. You can add keywords. You can add end screens. And you can add informational screens. Those are all things that you can do that have no effect on your current number of views or anything else. Now, having said that it does not have any effect. If what you do is detrimental to the video, it could cause it to have less views. Never less than what you currently have, but it could cause it to not be as attractive for somebody to find it in search or something. But generally, you're going to make an improvement because you've learned something along the way. You're going to put just a little bit of mystery into into your title. Put something real catchy in your thumbnail. Maybe add some tags, make it a little bit more searchable for any given particular topic. So I think Pine Knot Family Farm, I think that will take care of you. Now, I will also jump back here and say that their first thing to me was that they had lost a couple of their videos. And then somebody else came to us too, and they said they lost a couple videos. I'm certainly not going to say that you didn't. Obviously, the videos were gone. However, I have never seen YouTube delete a video without notification that they are the ones that deleted the video. And from you as a user standpoint, if you've seen that video before and you can find it in your history, or anybody else that has seen that video before and seen it in your history, you'll bring up a screen that shows what happened to that video. It'll show a blank video and it'll say, YouTube deleted this video due to copyright violations, or was requested to be removed, or something, including user removed video. And I pointed that out to another party, and they said, well, we didn't do it. And I don't know. I'm certainly not saying they did or they didn't. But that's just been my experience, is that it's too easy to delete one of your videos, especially on a phone. You get into the editing part in the phone, and there's one button there. You can just hit that button, and the video is gone. So just a word to the wise, be careful, especially working on a phone in your YouTube channel. Okay, what was...
Reap what you sow.
and
You were going to,
she wanted to know how to do about page, and...
she did her about page.
Okay.
You're
Yeah.
going to show her how to put her,
Okay. Let me...
things on her banner.
things on her banner.
And then Nate has a question.
Yeah, and I've got Nate's
Yeah,
down here.
Okay. And then Carl, how do you add a video link right here as they point to the top? Oh, cards. So Carl wants to know about cards.
Okay, remind me about the cards once we get
Okay.
into here, because we can do that in the same area. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring up a new browser, and we're going to go to YouTube. And if you notice here, I am not signed in. So for this little exercise, we're going to go in here as we're going to go in as Smudge.
Yeah, I agree, Jessica, but he gets the nicotine and he doesn't smell like an ashtray and he's not having coughing fits. So we'll stick with the vaping.
I think I'm being talked about.
Yeah, you are being talked about.
Okay. So we've gone as a Smudge, and I want to go to my channel.
God's Third Acre, I will put your question down on my list here and we will get to that also.
Okay. When you are signed in on your homepage, you will have a window up here, or a button rather, that says Customize Channel, and that's where you want to go. So now I'm in the editing part of the channel. Now, obviously Smudge does not have a lot of content. I did put one video in here. But let's go in, and for customizing the channel, we're going to go to the About page. And I've used Smudge before as examples. So this is a description. I said, hi, my name is Smudge. I belong to Two Family Homestead. I watch your chats. I live in Ohio. I have an email address, which is hidden here. I'm in the United States, and I even have links. I have links to My People's and My People's PayPal. So those are also shown up here on the banner.
How did you get those links there?
Those links.
That's what they want to know.
Oh. Well, when you're in this page, you'll see different sections. The first one is the description. And for the description, if you notice in this upper right-hand corner of this section, you see it just slightly changed color. There's a little pencil. If I click on that pencil, it allows me to edit this section. So, there we go. I have two different computers I'm doing this on.
It's like watching a person play one of those organs that have like the two keyboards. He has two keyboards over here. It's hysterical. Backyard gardening, we're just happy to have you here. Hey, Chris, what's up?
And so when you're finished with your editing, you just simply click done. And it saves it. Of course, to do your email, you click on your email, you put that in. For the links, it also has a little pencil. There are up to 5 links that can be attached into the banner automatically through this page. So you create the link, you put in what you want it to say on your page, and you put the link in after that. So for Smudge, I said My People's, and put in a link to our YouTube channel. And then for My People's PayPal, I put in a link. Because I said, I'm trying to read this, I don't want to mislead you. Display the first 2 custom links on the channel art. Now, if I had that, and again, just to show you, if I set that to 1 and I say done, now I only have 1 link up here. I'll go back in and edit it. Of course, if I set it to 0 and save it, I have no links on the channel art. So let's go into playlist. And I have a playlist that says Smudge's Favorite. It has that one video in it. So I'm good with that. And this is the dreaded upload section. Now I can add more sections down here. And I'm going to add a single playlist. smudge as favorites, and I'm going to say done. Now, if you've been with us on a Thursday night, you know I always say that this upload thing, this default container, to take it and either get rid of it or move it down. Keep in mind, we don't have a lot of content in here, but I am going to move it down. And it's a matter of just going up to the little edit thing here. There's a little arrow, and I moved it down. I could add featured content into here. I could add that one video as featured content. I can set it up for returning subscribers and what new subscribers see. I can have an intro video that I would put here that would play every time somebody came into the channel and they were a new subscriber. That's what they would see, a kind of an introductional type video. And then, of course, the playlist next, and then the upload container. And you can add various sections on down through here.
The video smudge visiting VW Family Farms need to be added to a judge's channel? Whose channel, Gary? Oh, we're going to get a hammer on Single Dad's Homestead's channel instead of a wrench.
Oh.
Then I can really smash the trolls.
So anyway, that's how you go in and add that. Now, the channel art, there's a couple different ways you can do that. If you're just in the channel, you don't even have to go into customize channel. There's a little item that pops up here. As long as you're signed in, you're on your channel, you can go in and change that picture. I don't know if anybody wants to go through that exercise or not, but let me get back over to the other computer and change the channel here. Okay. Okay, this is
For the banner, can it be a GIF or a JPEG? It doesn't matter.
well, what does matter is size. A JPEG is going to be smaller size than a PNG file. No, it can't be a graphics interchange format, but it can be a JPEG or it can be a PNG if it's small enough. Now, when I say small enough, I'm referring to file size. And of course, resolution has everything to do with the file size. This particular picture in a PNG file, same picture, is 6.9 megabytes, which is too big. It's got to be 6 or under. The same picture, same size, in a JPEG file is 1.81. Plenty small to load up, and there's plenty of detail there. But what you want to do is you want to create one large picture like this. And I'm sure that the question is going to be, well, what size is that? YouTube gives you templates. So this is the template that's available. I can get you the link to that if you want it. But this tells you exactly what size is quote unquote safe for you to do your channel art. If it's displayed on the TV, it takes this big screen size, which is a 2560 by 1440 resolution. For display on a desktop, as it says, desktop max is 2560 by 423. Excuse me. A tablet is 1855 by 423, and desktop minimum and mobile is 1546 by 423. So if you decide you want text in your picture, in your art, you want it to be in this center area, this 1546 by 423 area, which is perfectly centered inside this 2560 by 1440 resolution format. So if we look at this picture, this grow where you're planted homestead is right in the middle. Now here is what that looks like. This is actually theirs that I downloaded, and I gave them this one if they wanted it. When I go inside the web page and download the web page, there are 3 pictures here that come up that YouTube has for every channel, provided they have channel art. So I'm going to open this also in paint.net. This is the big one. And then this one. And then, oops, here we go. Okay, and this one, this long one, is the equivalent of this desktop max. This one is actually the equivalent of the little one. If we look at image sizes, it's 1440, 395. So it's actually a little bit smaller than this, but that's based upon the image that YouTube had to work with what they uploaded. But YouTube has 3 different pictures that it uses for your channel art, depending upon what device it's displayed on. And this is the template that shows you exactly what size you can have. If you use a program like paint.net, it's absolutely free. It's a very, very powerful program. There are all kinds of help available, either in the form of videos or forums or just written out areas. It's an open source program. It doesn't cost a dime, and it's a very, very powerful program. It is comparable to programs that cost hundreds of dollars. But those are the 3 different sizes that are in every web page. Now, Pine Knot Family Farm does not have any. They don't have any channel art as of yet. So it's just blank. But I'm sure that they will have before long here. All right, now where are we at? Are we up to, did I answer?
Yes. And then there's Nate's question.
Okay.
Because he asked it, you said you have it, he asked it on Grizz's
Yep.
channel. Okay.
All right, this one's going to be a little bit more on the techie side.
Googler, are you still in here?
Okay. Well, I'm going to talk about it here a little bit anyway. I'm hoping that yes, he's still here. I see him.
Okay.
Okay. Nate asked me to talk a little bit about NDI. Network Device Interchange, I believe, is what that stands for. And this is a protocol that's been developed, I'm going to say primarily for video, but also works with audio, to transmit at near real time video and audio across a LAN, local area network. And I use this every week on our Monday Night Live. There's a version of Skype that has NDI enabled in it so that I can automatically grab the picture and insert it into the open broadcast software program that I use to do the video from the Skype. So all of our guests connect via Skype, and I capture that video screen that I get. I could do it in other methods, but NDI is very sharp, clear. It's very fast. The only drawback to NDI is it is network intensive. Obviously, for all of the video and sound to go across your network, especially if you're running wireless like what I'm doing here, that's somewhat intensive. So OBS does have some different settings that let's see what's the best way to say this. They have some different settings that can ease the pain of the amount of resources that it takes. So what you're seeing on your screen here right now is I'm looking at my laptop computer that you're looking at OBS. I'm not broadcasting from this one, but I do have it open so you can see. And if I go into the tools, there is NDI output settings here. And it's very simple. They have it one for their output on the preview, which is the left screen, or on the output screen, which is the right screen. I can just click them on and name them whatever I want it to be. I can then have OBS on my desktop computer, which is the one I'm broadcasting from, and I could, at that point, receive that signal and broadcast it through OBS through the laptop. So in other words, there's no physical connection. I would not have any wires. I would not have any capture cards. Nothing along that line. No extra cameras. The NDI is available for cameras. It's available for iPhones, where you can run a little program on your iPhone and use it as a video cam that can be picked up with OBS and broadcast. There's a couple different programs that can do that, but NDI is also one. It can be used with some other cameras. There's a number of different drivers available. So just to show you a little bit here, what that maybe looks like is, we're going to go back to this screen. And on my live setup,
Nate is saying, so I tried the plugin and the toolkit, can't get either to work right.
well, I'm just going to go through, everything that I've tried with it has worked. I'm going to put it that way. And I'm just kind of showing you how it works here with OBS, because that's what I'm familiar with. So let me start there, and then we can maybe move on. On the OBS that I'm broadcasting with right now, what you are seeing, I have NDI output settings, and I have made the main output just say OBS, and I've made the preview output say OBS preview. And I'll say OK. So at this point, not only is my OBS program broadcasting to you folks so you can see it, it is also broadcasting locally here on my network so that my laptop can actually pick that up. So I'm going to cut back over and show my laptop, which I am actually capturing with a capture card. So I have an HDMI connector plugged into my laptop, plugged into my desktop to capture this screen. And I'm going to come over to okay. I said I added an NDI. Setting was for the output. So I'm showing the output of the screen that you should be seeing. So you can see that it's everything that you're seeing is just in little. I'll say okay. And that's what I had. Now I can go in and I can change that. I can say show me the preview. And then this is the preview window that I have, which I'm not broadcasting to you folks. But you can see it because you're looking at the laptop. So if I take my preview window and run that over, that was my preview. Bring it back. And you're now looking at my laptop, which has picked up, if you would, these screen scrapes or screen shares through an interface through my local area network. And I'm picking it up with OBS, and I can then retransmit it and rebroadcast it. Okay. So, Googler, I'm not sure when you say that you've had some issues, and let me bring this over and let's go in. I'm guessing you have gotten your tools and different things from NDI Central here. So you've probably gotten the new tech NDI tools and just download them and gone into your studio monitor and virtual inputs and VLC plugins and all this other fun stuff that you can get into. I'm guessing that's what you're after. I don't know what it is in here that you want to do, but they have tons of help on this site. They have an active Facebook page, a large forum community. So general discussions, developer zone. I stay out of developer zones. And of course, different announcements. And they have they have their own YouTube channel full of videos about different stuff of their products, of the NDI stuff. So, Googler, I will, if you want to go deeper into this, I'll be more than happy to take this offline with you, and we can see what it is exactly you want to do. The majority of people, I'm guessing, are not going to want to get into this. Sherry's shaking her head like, no, they don't want to. So, but it is available. It does work very well. We use it here every week. That's how we do our Monday Night Live shows. And you just saw a real quick example of it here. So, where are we at now?
Next question, and I don't remember who asked it. How do you get the, pound signs, and I don't know if they mean the hashtags in the description, above your video name?
Okay. That's a display thing from YouTube. Let's go. Let's go back to Smudge.
Oh, it was God's Third Acre asked. Thank you.
Let's go back to Smudge. So, I'm signed in as Smudge. And there's this one video in here. And I'm going to say edit video. In the description, I'm going to say my people's video. And I'm going to go hashtag.
Is this where you were talking about putting it there?
To family homestead. I can do a second one. I'm going to do this for a reason here. I'm going to say Smudge space rules. And I'm going to save this. So now, I'm going to go back to my channel. And I'm going to play this video. And if you notice, here are those hashtags. And you'll see that the first one I typed in was Two Family Homestead.
So as long as it's in the description, it'll show up above the video name.
Yes. Now, but the point I wanted to make is I put two in. I said Two Family Homestead as one word. And then the next one I did Smudge space rules. It did not pick up rules. You can, as soon as you hit a space, it's done.
It has to be all smushed together.
It's one word. And what this does, this actually creates a searchable area for YouTube. So use these with a lot of caution. If you put something in here that somebody can come click on, you may just send them clear out of your whole area you want them to be in. They may never see your channel again.
It's that black hole syndrome.
Yes. So I put in Two Family Homestead, and if you notice, that's what it puts in the search bar across the top.
Yes, it acts like a tag.
And it just shows them our videos. Geez, isn't that nice? That's why I want to put Two Family Homestead in there. Now I also put in Smudge. Let's see what that one does. oh, that's not so nice. I don't know who this person is, or this person, or this one, or this, or this. So smudge would not be one I'd
No,
want to use.
Jessica, no spaces. When you do the hashtag, then it's all one. It's like one long word, no spaces in between the words.
So in no way would I want to use smudge as a hashtag. Now that is not a hashtag. Well, it sort of is, but it sort of isn't. It's not a keyword. That is not a keyword.
Okay, ready for the next one?
Yes.
Is there a way to change the order playlists show up on my page? And I'm pretty sure that was Carrie that asked that. And I think there is, isn't there?
Yes.
You can change how your playlists are in order.
Yes.
I'm not sorry you're back, country girl. Was that Mom on the phone?
Yeah. When you have your playlists up, you can drag. I want to be careful how I say this. You can change the order of your videos within the playlist. You can do that by dragging them around inside the playlist. You can also set them up that every time you insert a new video, it can be at the top or the bottom of the playlist. As far as order of the playlist, well, obviously, if you display them individually, you can change that order because you can just create a container for each one. If you create a container that has a list of them, I don't know if you can change the list. I don't know.
Googler, no, you can't on the tags. Not when she's talking about the hashtags in the description. They have to be all one word. Hashtag and then the word. Then you can do a space and do another hashtag and another one. Hey, Herbert T. Outdoors, glad to have you here.
Yeah, as soon as the continuation of letters is broken, the hashtag stops.
And Sky tried to delete her playlist to start over and have no clue how. Why would you want to delete it? Just asking.
Okay, well let's see if we can.
Oh no, she means in the section labeled tags.
All right. So what they're talking about is, let's we'll go into
Under the
the
description. Okay, yeah, that's just what Daryl was doing, Jessica, the hashtags. For all the non-geeks, what is OBS? Open Broadcast System.
or open broadcast software. Yeah.
Software. That's
Yeah.
how Daryl does his live streams. Geeky Gardens. I just changed the order of my playlist today, but don't remember how I got there. Oh, tell me about it. I do that all the time.
Okay. So I'm back. I'm back in smudges here. The one video that's sitting there, and I've gone in, and I'm in the editing process. So this is the description of the video, and I said my people's video, and then I put in two. I'm going to use the term hashtags because that's how they show up. The first one was two-family homestead. You all saw how that worked. The second one, I said smudge space rules. It only shows smudge. It does not utilize the word rule. Now, just to demonstrate this a little bit better. Okay, we'll take that space out. And we'll save that. Now, the other place that we're talking where you can have multiple words is in the tags. So the tags here is, I'm going to say, Monday Night Live, Q Family, Q Family Homestead, Ohio. Well, the whole point is you can put in a lot of different tags. This is where you can use multiple words with spaces. You cannot use them with the little hashtag in front of them like you do in the description where it shows up underneath the video. These you do not see. This is all metadata that's hidden. This helps with search engines and it helps with YouTube to determine how and where they're going to show this video. So when I'm done with this, I will say save. And let's go back to, we'll go back to my channel. And keep in mind, this is smudge. And now if I play this video, you'll see that the two hashtags are here. Smudge rules shows up along with Q Family Homestead. The rules did not show up before. But you do not see the keywords underneath. That's all hidden, but they are there and they are important. Okay, where are we at now?
Chris, he posted a video on the t-shirt sale and fundraiser, and I can see it fine, and it has 300 views, 17 comments, says public and settings. Everyone is messaging me and saying it is restricted.
Why did you restrict it?
I can see it just fine. I mean, everybody here said they can see it. Sky. No, country girl. Water.
Did you
Gatorade.
did you make that an over 21 video?
But yeah, so far everyone here said they can view it just fine, but I guess a few have said they can't see it.
Single dad homesteading?
Yes. Well, you watched it with me. I had it on.
Yeah, well, I'm going to look at it from Smudge's viewpoint.
From Smudge's viewpoint? Okay. We're going to look at it from Smudge's eyes. Did you notice his shirt, Chris? It matches the print around the banner here. But you didn't have suspenders on. Hey,
Okay.
Greg's Homestead.
So is it the shirt stickers?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm not seeing any issues with this. Well, I am seeing an issue with it, but that's another story.
Yeah, it's not restricted.
Yeah, it's not restricted. But what I am seeing is that this is not a 16:9 resolution format.
Mm-hmm.
This is more of a 4:3.
Yes. Hey, She Moved Mountains, how are you?
But I don't see any problems here.
Yeah. And then David is asking explanation of avatar.
Explanation of whose avatar? Ours?
No, I'm not sure. I don't know if he means that in general. David, do you mean that in general?
Okay, Grace Homestead Farm. I see that question. Have you gone over how to get the logo at the bottom right-hand side of the corner?
You mean the watermark?
Yeah, let
In
me.
general. He just wants to know an explanation in general. What is an avatar?
This little picture right here. That.
Chris, you're just dying for him to do that. Yeah, our avatar is Smudge. Here you go, Carrie. You're growing.
Okay. Let's go back into my channel. And now where I want to go is I want to go into I really don't want to go into the beta. I'm going to get out of that as quick as I can here.
Herbert T. Outdoors, we do a live stream also Monday evening. We have a live guest every Monday evening, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard.
We found them to be much more responsive than
Then
never
dead
mind.
guests.
Yeah.
Jeez, I knew he was going to go there. And then Tuesday night, we do the Tuesday Tech, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. And then Thursday, we do okay, folks, how would you explain Thursday? Creator Content Spotlight? Sky, my computer just lost its mind, told me that it doesn't recognize the last USB device I put in. I've not put anything in months. At least yours can see something. Yeah, it's a marathon, to say the least. It started out, we were just going to do a regular hour. Haven't had an hour yet. Yeah, Hamiltonville Farm, exactly. Butcher Us Non-Nerds channel. This coming from the guy that, when we first met him, he was sleeping in a hammock right down from our camper in Arkansas. And usually as the hours go on, the chat gets... No, that's Monday night. The chat goes down the hill, doesn't it?
Oh, here we go. To have that in the lower right-hand corner of all your videos, Google provides an overlay. Now, I'm in the old Creator Studio, not the beta version. I'm not sure where it is in the beta version. I'd have to do a Google search here. But if you go into channel, branding is what you want. And what it is, it's an overlay to your videos. So just say add a watermark. I can upload a picture, or I can just use the default, and it will show in the lower right hand corner of every video that you play. You see it right now as smudge that's kind of translucent. You can see through him. So that's what we've done for our channel. Now on Smudge's channel here, I haven't done that. There's a lot of things here I haven't enabled. I keep coming back to this channel to use as to show how to do different things. So, but that's where you find your branding. Let's.
Teresa says, "Awesome! I've been wanting to do that. Thanks, Daryl."
Well, you're quite welcome. Let's Let's try this.
Carrie, that could be a bit iffy. Because that could be a copyright issue.
Okay, so here's how you do it in Creator Studio Beta. And rather than go through all this, I am just going to put the link in the chat if anybody wants to go grab that. Okay, I see some comment here about Streamlabs.
David asked if you're doing OBS or Streamlabs OBS. I said you don't use OBS.
Yes, I use OBS.
You don't use Streamlabs OBS.
Right.
And then God's Third Acre says, I'm going to do live, but I'm under 1,000. How do I do it? And I said, Streamlabs. Or is there something else?
No, you can do a lot. If you're talking from your phone, you're going to have some sort of an application like Streamlabs to do it. There are other programs out there that will allow you to do it. If you are on a PC, you can just do it from your PC and you don't have to worry about that. Now, having said all of that, if you are in violation of YouTube's rules with what they have set out, and if they do decide to pick on you and make an example of you, you have nobody to blame but yourself. And I will just kind of leave it state at that. So by using some other program to circumvent their guidelines, I mean, that's like, well, nobody's around. Can I drive down the interstate at 100 mile an hour? Well, you can until you get caught. So I'm just going to say that.
Any other questions? I think I caught them all. I was copying and pasting them in words so I would remember them. That's the best way for me to do it. I agree, Country Girl. I think he is too.
Well, we can do this. If anybody's got any questions, you want to call in and ask, I got the phone open. Number's on the screen. But we're not going to stick around long.
Carrie asked if she's doing a product review or something and does a thumbnail of the product.
Take your own picture. Don't go download a picture of it. Take your own picture of the product.
There you go.
And then it's your picture.
There you go, Carrie. Does that make sense?
If you go and I don't know what your product is, but let's just say it's a space heater.
Hidden Valley, what do you mean, what program is he using for his live stream screen?
So if I just type in a search space heater and I say show me images, I would not take any of these images and use them. If I was going to do a review on this particular heater, I'm going to have the heater. I'm going to take my own picture, and then it's my picture, and I
Yeah.
can use it.
Do it that way, Carrie.
Anytime you go into any of these and you click into them, it's going to state right here, it's subject to copyright.
Oh, okay, Hidden Valley. I'll ask them. I see what you mean now.
What?
So Carrie says even the pic on the packages from video. Yeah, do you have the actual packaging, right, Carrie? If you have that, just take your phone, take a picture of it, and make it a thumbnail. Sky says, "Go slower, Daryl. I'm shopping for a heater now." Hidden Valley's asking, what program are you using for where the black and the orange is? Is that right? Hidden Valley, where the words are scrolling across.
This is just OBS.
Oh, okay. It's OBS.
It's just OBS. Nothing fancy. If you wanted to see an example.
Oh, that's right, Carl. I knew somebody else had a question. Thank you. The cards. Okay. Carl had the question about when they point, check out this video,
Okay.
cards.
All right.
I knew there was one. iCards, yes, thank you.
All right.
Hey, North Star.
Let's go back into here.
Yes, OBS is a free program, right?
It is free. Absolutely. And Smudge only has this one video sitting here, and I'm going to click Edit.
Hey, Beach Family. I want fresh tomatoes so bad.
Now, if you notice, when you go into edit your video, it's going to start out here with info and settings. There's an enhancement button where there's some very, very minor things you can do. You can add some of the YouTube music or something. I would recommend you not get into that. I would stay away from the audio and the enhancements. The only place the enhancement could come into effect is if you have uploaded a video that has a lot of blank space behind it or ahead of it that
Yeah,
you need to
right,
cut
right.
out. But even then, you're better off just deleting and starting over. So end screens and iCards. So an iCard, if we click on that, it will bring the video up. And as it plays through, I'm going to stop it right here and say, okay, this is where I could have, well, let me go a little further. Okay. I'm going to say add a card. And I'm going to create a channel, and I'm going to say, create channel, click here. All right, let's see if it finds it by doing Smoky Wrist Barbecue. With some, it will find it. Others, it won't. It did not. So let me go find it here. I'll go back and I'll just put that link in. Say create card. And I now have my little iCard here. That when you click on it, it shows the channel. And that's a way to do it. Now, your end cards, the last 20 seconds of the video. Now, I don't have 20 seconds of burn time on these, but I do have 5 seconds. So let's go to end screens. And this is gonna kick in where there's 20 seconds left. So that's how you can time it if you want. I'm going to say choose a video or playlist. I only have one I have a playlist right here. I'm going to say create that. So that's right here. I'm going to add another element. I'm going to say for video or playlist, I'm going to say best for viewer. Create element. Don't have any other, well, because there's no other videos, I can't do that. So anyway, once I get these created, now I can place this where I want them, and you can do up to 4. All right, yeah, and you can do up to 4 here.
4.
So when I have this all set up, I just simply click save, and it's good to go. So those are how you do your end cards. And those are how you do your info cards.
Okay, ready for the next one?
Yeah, let me okay, what's next?
Hamiltonville Farm. How do you use subtitles /CC, and is it worth it?
Well, my first question is, who is your audience? If you have a multilingual audience, for example, if you were French, living in the United States or something, but you knew that you had a lot of people from France that were going to watch your videos, by all means, perhaps closed captioning, some retitling, subtitles, that could all go into effect with that if your audience demands it.
He has Indian subs because my tractor's made in India.
Well, I don't know. I can tell you this, and let me just let me change things around here a little bit.
No way, country girl. Yeah, it's going to be time for me once we're done here. I'll be floating down the hallway all night.
All right. Now I haven't checked this. I know this for a fact on ours, but this is the one video from Pine Knot Family Farm that we kind of looked at and picked at, and it showed what I felt was going on with it as far as the resolution and stuff. If I simply click on the closed captions here, if you notice, they're auto-generated.
Hey everybody, this is Levi
And Tasha.
with Pine Knot Family Farms. We're down here today in the garden area. Tasha's wanting to plant some sunflowers, so in a little design that she's found that she really likes. So we're
on
gonna,
Pinterest.
yeah,
It's a circle, like a circle, and then they grow up, so you can, it's almost like a teepee. You can go in.
Now, it's not perfect, but it's not bad. And you all have that. You probably didn't even know it. So you can go in and click them back off or turn them on. You can custom go in and do it. It's a lot of time. You can have professionals come in and do your videos. You can pay money for that. It's all on if your audience demands it.
Does OBS have to be used with Google Chrome?
No. No, it does not.
Will do, Don.
No, I'm seeing Hidden Valley Homestead. I have a Windows 10 and Edge browser, which doesn't have a plugin for live stream. I don't.
Windows 10.
Yeah, we're running Windows 10.
We don't use Edge.
Well, I have.
Well, I don't.
Here, we'll just bring Edge up, and we'll go to YouTube. And we are signed in as Two Family Homestead. So let's see who has a live stream. Thunder Ridge Homestead has a live stream right now. Oh, Breakaway Homesteader.
I'll link up in the chat.
So I'm.
No, you can't
Check.
live stream through
what?
YouTube with Edge.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Hey, Horticulture Geek, how are you, sweetie?
That's interesting.
Hidden Valley, what about using Firefox?
I know you can with Firefox.
Yeah. Grizz! Oh, Herbert, yeah, I saw that question. Sorry, thank you for reminding me. It's been raining here all afternoon, and we can't plant until the end of May. Hidden Valley, can you not download Firefox and use that, or use Chrome? They just gained 30 extra views and didn't even know it. Yeah. Beach Family, why don't you write to us and or if you want, you can call Daryl. Hamiltonville Farm, you take care. That is wild that you can't live stream with that.
Well, it looks to me like you can, but there are obviously some problems.
Yeah.
So I know that Google is a memory hog. I know that Edge is faster for
Oh.
general browsing.
Edge is optimized for their computer. Gotcha.
But,
Sky, good idea.
but you are not going to hurt your computer by installing Google and using it to.
Hidden Valley uses Livewire. It's an HP gaming desktop. Gotcha.
Yeah, you're not going to hurt your computer to install Chrome and use that for YouTube,
Okay.
so on and so
Okay.
forth.
And Herbert T. Outdoors. Is there a way in OBS to show the count of thumbs up for the live stream?
No, there isn't, because OBS, I mean, whatever I put into it, it's going to put out. I'm not watching the stream in OBS. I mean, I'm creating what I'm doing here and putting that content out. So, for example, Okay, now I'm not broadcasting from this version of OBS that's on the laptop. But if I were, the screen that's on the left-hand side of the two screens that you see pictured up here, that's the preview window. So if I'm ready to broadcast that particular scene, I move it over to the right-hand side. At that point, it would be broadcasting if this were live. And then I create all these different scenes and screens. When they're moved over to this right-hand side, that's when they go live. And I know somebody was asking about the text and stuff. So I could, if I wanted to add something here, I could just go into here and I say text. And I'll just say new text. I'll say okay. This is a test. Keep in mind, I'm just blowing through this. Right here is what it is. So it's large and across. This is in the preview side, so I can do it while we were live. Want to broadcast that, I would put it over to this side. But for any changes, I need it on the preview side. And then I would go into and add what's called a filter. And we will put in a scroll method. We'll say okay. And now I can scroll left to right, or I can go backwards. I can go up and down. Even set it up in a kind of a diagonal way here. Close this. We'll increase the screen size. Let's put some space between. So that's the way that OBS works. Now, if I no longer want that, I can also turn it off, or I can just totally delete it, get rid of it. So that's some of the things you can do with OBS.
Chris has a question for you.
Okay. Your mobile phone can connect to it. Your laptop can connect to it. If you have a tablet, that can connect to it. If you have a smartwatch, it can connect to it. If you have a smart TV that wants internet connection, that can connect to that jetpack. It's like an internet provider. I mean, that's what you get your internet from. I think you can connect to either 15 or 20 devices. That's what it's designed to support. And the range on it's pretty good. When we did the shindig, I had the jetpack probably, it was at least 50 foot away and no problem with the connectivity. Okay, any other questions? We've kind of gone off in the weeds here a little bit, but not too bad.
Chris said cool. Jessica, that's what the group was for. When you upload a video, you post it on the Facebook group. And we have a Facebook group, Two Family Homestead. Post it there also.
Yeah, J Love Adventures.
That's why the group was made.
You have to promote yourself. You have to
Yeah.
push those out.
When we upload a video, I post it out on Twitter. First thing I do is Twitter. Okay, Hidden Valley. I think you are. I wasn't sure. That's a Country Homestead Preacher. Isn't a jetpack what George Jetson used to use? Just thought I'd add that.
Thought you would add that. Okay. This is a jetpack. This is a Verizon jetpack.
Jessica, you'll if you notice, everybody does it. Oh, Hidden Valley, I do it. We're on Twitter and Instagram. Oh, Teresa, every time, by all means. And let me get our group page. I will go ahead and, if I can type correctly, I'll give you this link. You can join our group, and you can post them there also.
How do I get my dog to stop stealing my bed pillows? Well, I suppose if you stuffed them with raw hamburger or something, they would be totally gone. That way you wouldn't have to worry about them being stolen.
And here's another Facebook group for smaller homestead channels.
Are you giving them our group?
Yes, I gave them our group.
Yeah. You guys can join our group.
Hidden Valley, you belong to the small YouTube homesteaders group, right? Well, she wants your bed because you're in that bed. Duh. Yes, Grandma's so happy all the time. And there they are. Somebody named Sky wants to join the Two Families group. You know a thing about her?
Uh-uh.
Oh. Okay. Who is Dan Woolsey? Woolsey. Just so I know your channel. Single dad, you're funny.
Well, they're all kind of chatting here.
Yeah, Grizz posted there something you might want to look at.
Yeah, that's quite true, Grizz. And because I didn't get to do this in the first couple minutes of earlier tonight, here's a quick commercial for everybody.
Introducing our newest line, Thrive Life Snackies. We've packaged some of our healthiest, tastiest foods in convenient bags you can take anywhere. Strawberries, peaches, apples, mangoes, sweet corn, yogurt bites, and more, including a new product, Coconut Bites. Enjoy a Snackies box of 5 to 8 of your favorites for as low as $19.95. Snack food doesn't have to be junk food. Thrive Life Snackies.
So, there you go, folks. Sign up for that Thrive Life. Good stuff. It really is. Link is in the description. And we also have our Amazon store down there. What all do we have? We have TubeBuddy, we have Amazon, we have Drive Life. Boy, you would think we'd be making money hand over fist, but I don't get 2 nickels to rub together at the end of the month. I don't know what the deal is. Single Dad Homesteading is promoting kilts.
Okay, Herbert, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Got you covered.
You're a premium member. I don't watch commercials. Bet me. Oh my. Well, I'm surprised nobody's called in. I was pretty sure the phone was working and somebody would want to call, but apparently not.
Take care, North Star. Yeah, I'm taking what we have, Chris, and I have some here in the house, but most of it's going to go into the camper. I mean, that way I don't have to go shopping every time we go away.
Well, I can't think of anything else.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out. Donnie and Jennifer Dickens. Yeah, Carrie, that you would have an issue with that, wouldn't you? Okay, I think I have everybody approved in the 2-family group that wanted to join. I need to get some sleep.
No, we didn't get a new camper. It's a camper we bought last year.
Yeah, we bought it last spring.
Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. I'm back.
So at Hardneck Farms, you have 2 GoPro Hero 7s? Sky tried to call, but it says you're not available.
Really?
Yeah, it was the eye. You're right.
Is that right?
Okay, Jessica. My phone's right there next to me anyway, so it's cool. Oh, the first one broke? Whoa. Well, you're welcome, Pine Knot. Daryl loves his computer stuff. I mean, if he didn't have to work on the soap boxes and send them to Tara, he'd be sitting here all day long on the computer. Yeah, that's what I got Daryl for his birthday, was the Hero Black, the 7. Just need to get the gear so he could wear it or whatever. Okay, I'm yawning.
Okay.
6 o'clock comes early.
Well, I guess I don't know what's wrong with the phone. I'll take it off.
Is there a point when phones get too old and the videos don't do as well? Is there a bulb? $20, that's it? Heck, that's not bad.
Okay, Herbert is asking, what purpose does a headphone
He
serve
likes the look.
for the live? Well, for example, on our Monday night shows, when we are talking directly with another party, and when the phone calls come in and so forth, that's all come in through the computer.
Grizz tried calling too.
Well, and I see that it's not working, and I'm not sure why at this point. It worked earlier because Grizz called me on it. But for some reason it never popped up. Anyway, that way there can be no feedback, no chance of feedback, echoing, or anything like that. Okay, Grizz, try it again. If you're still out there. Either Grizz or... Okay, yeah, Grizz. Fine. Okay, is it working, Grizz? Hello?
Hey, Daryl, it worked that time.
Okay.
That's because I can hear him.
Yeah, I was just calling in because the other person said that it wasn't working.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate the information you gave me on that jetpack. I mean, I'm going to be going up and get that.
Well, and if you've got any other questions about it, I didn't answer you, you can always check it out with Doug and Stacy, too. I know that's what he uses.
It just surprised me because the one thing that I was reading on it was saying that depending on your plans, like your phone plan, like if you have only 8G or 3G on your cell phone, it will still throttle that plan back. So apparently it goes by on the device that you're using.
Well, if you have a phone, no, because it's okay. The jetpack, you want a 4G type jetpack. You can get an older 3G jetpack, which is not as fast. So, if you can get it, I would recommend the 8800L, 8800L.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'll be getting.
Okay, and that should fix you up just fine.
Okay, cool. And so it will run my T-Mobile. Well, basically, my T-Mobile phone will just connect that. I'll be using Verizon's internet on my T-Mobile phone, correct?
Sure. Yeah, you can do that. Your phone doesn't care where the internet comes from. I mean, it's looking for a signal somewhere, and it will. You just hook it up that way.
And so like one of my phones that's not even activated, I can turn Wi-Fi on and access it with that and different stuff like that.
Yes, absolutely.
Cool. Okay, this is a perfect deal for me.
All right.
And how many lines can you put on it, 10?
I think it's 15 or 20.
15 or 20, okay.
Yeah, if you do a quick search on Google, I'm sure it'll tell you.
Yeah, well, when I noticed that you were live streaming, I was always going through your email. I had gone completely through the email that you sent me. So.
Let's see here.
Okay, well, I'm going to let. I know Sherry said she's awful tired. I'm sure you are. So I'm going to let you go so y'all can get your rest.
15 different devices.
15? Cool.
15 and up to 24 hours of battery life. So.
Oh, that's another question. I can't just plug it into the wall for battery or for power. Will it recharge or?
Well, you
can.
It's a USB connection. for charging.
Okay. Okay, so and then I can unplug battery life, so if I take it in the car somewhere or whatever.
Yeah, the battery in it is actually potent enough that if you have it fully charged, you can even charge your phone off of it.
Oh, cool. And how much, like, if I plug it into the can I plug it into my cigarette lighter in my vehicle to recharge it?
Sure. Yeah, you can do that.
And does it have much of a load for if you're doing that?
I don't think it has much of a load, but I mean, it's probably going to be a little bit more than a phone because it's got a bigger battery.
Uh-huh. Okay, cool. I definitely got to get in and get those. They want to give me my money back on my phone and the service that they didn't provide me, but so I got to wait a few weeks. After the first of the month, I'll have another check coming on in. But I'm definitely going to be getting one here soon.
Okay, well, like I said, I just kind of wanted to share that with you. I think it's a great deal. And folks out here in the chat, what we're talking about is the Verizon pay-as-you-go jetpack MiFi. It's this is the non-contract one. You don't want the contract one. The pay-as-you-go, it is truly an unlimited device, and it's $70 a month or $65 a month if you set up auto pay. And it's
one thing that I did read on it was that it's not really available for a paid contract. But let me rephrase that. You can get prepaid contract on it, but the device itself, they only supposedly sell through a contract deal. But you can find certain dealerships that will go ahead and sell it outright, and then you do the prepaid.
Well, you can buy it on Amazon.
Yeah, but I mean, if you go to T-Mobile, to Verizon, a lot of the stores won't sell it to you because they say you can only buy that through a contract.
Yeah. There's a lot of bullshit at the Verizon stores. That's all I can say.
Yeah, so you just got to find the right Verizon store that will sell it to you.
Chris wants to know what it's for.
It's a hotspot.
Chris, that's what Daryl used at the shindig.
Yeah, that's
a hotspot.
That's how we broadcast at the shindig.
Yeah, it's a hotspot internet provider.
Well, that's what I said along the river Homestead. That's what George Jetson used to use. Grandma's so happy, says it, and so you don't have to have Verizon.
Well, this happens to be Verizon, but it is a non-contract. This is a pay-as-you-go.
But you don't have to be a Verizon customer to buy that.
No.
That's what she's asking.
No.
Right. Yeah, because T-Mobile, I found out T-Mobile has a device like that, which I won't get another one for T-Mobile. AT&T has one, but from everything that I'm reading so far, is Verizon puts out the best package.
Well, and I know that there's a lot of people that are in the RV lifestyle where they have both a Verizon and an AT&T, which pretty well covers them across the country.
Oh, there's that ankle biter. I hear it.
You hear the ankle biter?
I hear the ankle biter. It's like a squeaky toy.
Yeah.
It's like Smudge's squeaky toy.
My daughter's playing with a tennis ball.
And I saw somebody asked about Baker Creek.
Chris asks if it boosts the signal.
Well, what it is, it's a Wi-Fi provider. It's a internet provider, and it has the ability to hook an external antenna onto it. So even if you're in an area where the signal is weak, you get an external antenna that's a directional antenna. You can generally get a pretty good signal going. But it is not a boost unit. It is not the type of thing that would boost the Wi-Fi throughout your house or something like that. That's a different technology. Those are available, but you would still need something like this, which receives the signal from the Verizon tower and turns it into your Wi-Fi. And I know there was somebody out here that asked about Baker's Creek. We are not going to make it to Baker's Creek this year.
Chris says I can get 1 bar of signal up here. What would help with that?
An external antenna. Single day at home setting. I'm sure if you got yourself a directional antenna that you could connect to a device like this. I don't know of any phones that you can hook an external antenna to. There may be some, but I don't know of any. But this actually has little connections. Right here is one, right here's another one, that you can hook an external antenna onto it. And
Oh, he has Verizon.
Well, I with my T-Mobile, they gave me a booster. Now it wouldn't boost my internet speed, but it boosted my signal, so I got a stronger signal inside the house.
right,
Because my house is actually has metal siding. I got wood siding over it, and you put the booster signal, in your window, and that did help. So that boosted my signal, not my internet speed.
exactly. Now here's some different things available for that. How to boost a cell signal to a hotspot. So there's mobile single booster systems or a building single booster system. You can attach the MiFi to an external antenna, powered single booster option or other options. So there's all kinds of things available, but this is what I want right here is this wideband directional antenna, which you just simply hook that into that thing, and you can see it's very directional. So pointed at the tower, and
Give me that ball.
that will definitely help with your single.
How big is the antenna? Is it just a little plug-in device that just goes with it, or is it something you stick in above your house or your car? Or?
Well, this one, trying to see if it actually has sizes here. Dimensions. This is it's the size of a sheet of paper, 8.5 by 11 roughly. It's 8.25 by 11.5. So it's the size of a sheet of paper, like this.
It goes this way.
So
Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying that. Maybe I can start using OBS then again.
okay.
No, what's the ideal bandwidth or whatever for upload speed for OBS? By the way,
As long as you've got 2 megabytes or better, you're good.
okay.
If you want to do like on our Thursday night shows where we spin the wheel and stuff like that, all that movement takes more.
Mm-hmm. So just basically like a talk show type of a deal is a lot less. You're not running all this extra data through there.
Single at homesteading, you would just connect your phone wirelessly to the jetpack. It would be the same thing as if you walk into a restaurant that is providing you internet service. You just connect to it as an internet provider.
Yeah, the jetpack doesn't have a USB port. You can't tether it directly on in. It has to, the only way that you can connect to it is through Wi-Fi.
Right. So any more questions, or are we good to go?
No.
Folks,
I think we're good to go. I sure do appreciate it, Daryl.
all right. Thanks for calling in, Grizz. You take care. Have a wonderful
Okay.
evening.
You too.
Stay-
Good night, Sherry.
Stay in touch. Bye-bye.
We'll do. Bye.
Yeah, just jetpack plus an antenna. That's what single Chris is saying. Asking.
I think that if you have a single bar right now with a phone, you got an antenna that you could put up outside, kind of get it up in the air a little bit. I think you'd be golden. And of course, you can get different lengths of coaxial cable for that antenna too. I mean, you could probably go 50 foot from the jetpack. I have seen some different RVs where they use an omnidirectional antenna on top of an RV and run the wire down through into a jetpack like this, and then run a different booster inside that boosts the signal around the Wi-Fi signal around, so that they can be anywhere close to their RV and get that internet access. All right. Well, everyone, it's been over 2 hours, so we got to get going here. Thank you all for being here.
Jessica checked Facebook.
Thursday's still up in the air, is it not?
Yeah.
Thursday is very much up in the air. If we're not going to go, we'll make
What's the radius for the jetpack? You're welcome, Geeky Gardens.
I've had no problem connecting to the jetpack at least 50 foot away from it. I don't know. I do know that obviously the further away you get, the weaker the signal would be. And of course, other things fall into that as far as interference if you're going through walls and so on and so forth. But
Yeah, you'd think, Bonnie, you would really think so.
well, Chris, you were at the shindig. The jetpack was against the wall, and I was connected to it being in the middle of the room. So the jetpack was inside. It had to go through the steel to get the signal. There was no external antenna, and we used that other fellow's device, which had paddle antennas, which were kind of external, but they weren't outside the building. They were still inside the building, which increased it a little bit more, made it work a little bit better, because it was better than the built-in antennas. But that's what we used at the shindig. So we were probably at least 50 foot away there. Okay. Anything else, hon? Is it good night, Gracie?
It's good night, Gracie.
All right.
Thanks for a wonderful evening, folks.
Yeah. Everybody have a nice evening,
Have
and
a fantastic Wednesday. Hump day.
I will let you know about Thursday. Take care, folks. Bye bye.